Hi guys and girls, welcome to the Be More podcast. This is Jack Williams. Can you believe we are already a week into 2022? The last week has absolutely flown by. I hope you guys are enjoying the year so far and are on track for your goals. Now today is going to be a little bit ranty. I was thinking about this morning as I was like, what am I going to do a podcast about today? And I'm just going to talk about something that I'm really, really passionate about, and something that really gets me fired up is how people, I've done this myself in so many areas of my life, is how you wait for permission to go and pursue the things that you want, or you feel like you have to justify why you are doing things outside of the norm just to fit in a norm or world that you don't actually want to fit in anyway, but you just want to fit in. So, and this got me thinking, because I saw an Instagram post a second ago and it said 95% of all New Year's resolutions are broken by the 15th of January. So within the next week, the people who have set resolutions, if you had 100 of them in the room, only 5 would still be on track for their goals. 95 of them would have given up by now. So many of the 100 have given up on the things that they said they wanted when their motivation was high. However, once motivation fades, and trust me, it always will, you might get a hit of motivation after this podcast, but inevitably it will fade. Then it all comes down to the decisions that you make in yourself every single day. And everything in life is won and lost in your own mind. And everything is won and lost when no one is watching as well. So what are you willing to do when nobody is watching? It's all well and good if you can show up on social media or show up when people are watching, but what are you doing when no one's watching? That's the real question. So why is it that out of 100 people, or you put 1,000 people in a room, 950 of them within 2 weeks into January have gone, nope, that's not working for me, and then they go back to old habits? And it's not even that it's not working for them, and this is something I did a post about on social media the other day, is you've got to detach yourself from the outcome. A lot of people will be checking, like if they're on like a weight loss journey or they're training in the gym, and they're like, right, I've done a week of training now, and they're looking at their body in the mirror, they're like, I can't really see many changes just yet, or the numbers aren't changing too much on the scales. They're like, what's going on? I thought I'd be ripped by now. I'm like, you can't change 30 odd years of bad habits which has created your current body and expect to be able to change it in 7 days just from making a few positive changes. So detach yourself from the outcome and just get on with the work. Get on with the work and repeat it daily, over and over and over again. And if you have to, go put on a hoodie or whatever permanently for the next 3 months. Don't even look at your body. Just keep chipping away at making progress. Don't even look at the scales. Just keep chipping away. Getting the diet right each day. Consuming enough protein each day. Drinking enough water each day. Going to the gym. Doing your cardio. Getting your steps in. Getting enough sleep. Repeat. Over and over and over. Boringly repetitive. And then you look at yourself in 90 days and go, yeah, that's decent. Because that's how long it takes. It takes time to create change. It takes time to build habits. There's a lot of people say, oh, it takes 21 days to build a habit. Great for some people. For most people, it takes a hell of a lot longer, because you've got so many years of habits that you've got to unwire. Like, a lot of people ask me, how do I get up and go to the gym so early and so consistently? It's a habit. It's something I've done for years. Look, I could reply and be like, how do you brush your teeth every morning? It's just a habit. It's something that you'd be like, that's a weird question. Well, I think it's a weird question for you to ask me why I go to the gym every morning, because it's a habit. It's just something that I've become used to doing, because I've done it for years. So it takes time. Like, when I first started going early in the morning, it was difficult. Like, it took me a while to wake up. It took me a while to get going. It took me a while to get used to it. But once you start doing things consistently, it becomes a habit. So what you've got to really do is think to yourself, what is the result I'm looking for? What is the result I really, really want? What kind of life do I really, really want? And then create and engineer your life right now in a way that if you just remained consistent, that is the end result. You will have that. If you want a certain body, if you want a certain income, if you want something so specific, you've just got to reverse engineer it, because anything you want is possible. But the question is, are you willing to do the work? Because that's the difference. That's the only variable, the only prerequisite for getting what you want is the work in the middle. Okay, so I have put together 5 steps for you to be able to, or 5 things for you to be able to tick off to help you in becoming that 5% who do break through, who do achieve their goals, who do get to where they want to be, and not be one of the 95% who've already broken their New Year's resolutions and have fallen off. Like I was flicking through my Instagram stories the other day, and I saw someone put on their stories a beer, and they were like, there goes my dry January, right? So some people just aren't going to have what it takes. No problem. If you have the desire to change and get the results, these 5 steps are going to be for you, that you can really start to metabolize and think, right, of these 5 things, am I doing them? Because if you do, trust me, you will achieve your goals. It will make the most biggest amount of difference. So, number 1, 5 steps to achieving your goals in 2022 is you've got to have a burning desire for the goal. Because if you don't want it bad enough, trust me, when things start to get hard, when you start to come across obstacles, when it gets to the weekend and you want to lay in, or you want to have a cheat meal, or whatever it is, do you have a burning desire for the goal? That's number 1. If you don't have a burning desire for the goal, it's not going to happen. As soon as you have half and be like, oh, let's do something different today. Let's not go to the gym. Let's sit and cuddle and watch Netflix or whatever, right? If it's going to get in the way of your goal, if you've got a burning desire, you will say, no, I've got to go and do my thing. Then when I come back, we can do that, right? Burning desire for your goals. Do you have a burning desire for your goals? Think about what you want. If you don't seriously want it, you're not going to go and do it, right? If you look at all the greatest athletes of all time, let's look at someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, right? I use him a lot because he's such a great example, or LeBron James, or Kobe Bryant, or Michael Jordan. These aren't people that just did a couple of good seasons, like won a few trophies and was like, got a big contract and done really well financially. These are athletes that have shown up year after year for 10 plus years and have delivered exceptional results regardless of the contracts, regardless of the trophies, regardless of the silverware, regardless of the recognition, regardless of the fame. They've just kept showing up year after year. Why? There's a burning desire there. There is a serious burning desire for wanting more than what they currently have. And if you don't have that, then you will stay where you are. That's just a given, right? You have to have that burning desire to continue pursuing and chasing the things that most people won't have. Like Ronaldo's exceeded the most goals I think I've ever scored by a football player, right? So he's become the best, highest goal scorer ever. That was a goal of his. You've got to see that was a goal of his. Imagine when he was on 20 goals, 800 goals away was his goal. The guy knew. And he trusted that if he just did the work every single day, behind closed doors, when no one was watching, doing the things that suck, doing the ice baths, doing the cryotherapy, doing the extra sessions, taking the extra free kicks, working in the gym, doing all these things that most professional football players aren't willing to do. And this, I actually saw this the other day, when Alan Shearer was talking about Ronaldo, and you could just see Alan Shearer is like a legend, right? One of the best goal scorers the Premier League has ever seen, one of England's best strikers ever. And he was talking about Ronaldo and was like, the guy's persistence, his attitude to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again is, you can't doubt the guy's greatness, right? And that's coming from someone who scored a lot of goals but got nowhere near the number that Ronaldo has got, right? So it's about, have you got that burning desire? And of course, you haven't got to have a burning desire like Ronaldo to be number 1 goal scorer in the world, but have you got a burning desire for the thing that you have in your mind right now as your resolution or as your goal? Do you really want it? Number 2, visualize your goals daily. And this is something that I do daily with a vision board. So if you haven't got a vision board, or you don't visualize yourself in your future with the goal that you've set, then you've got to start doing that daily. This is something that all successful people do, is they will sit there and they will exercise their imagination and they will visualize themselves in the place of the goal. Like, look, it's already done. Like, let's say you want to have, one of my goals, for example, is this year is to go to the Maldives, right? Remember, I'm going to the Maldives. So I've got a picture of a hut on the like the beach, like the little huts they have with a little pool going out to the sea. That's in my visualization every single day. So I think about myself there, chilling the F out, having a great time, and I'm like, right, I'm taking myself there daily, so inevitably it's going to happen, because I know that that's going to inspire me to go and do the work, to create the results, to go and pay for the trip, right? It's about having that visualization. Are you doing that? Like, if you've got a certain body goal, are you visualizing yourself with that body in the time to come? Can you already see it? Because if you can see it's already done, it's just about doing the work. It's about chipping away the body fat. It's about building the muscle. It's about consistently following the diet, consistently following the training, doing the steps day after day after day to create the goal. Are you visualizing it, or are you just thinking, well, if I keep going, it might happen? No, it's not might. There's no maybes. There's no ifs and buts. There's, I'm going to fucking do it. That's it. It's already done. So have you got in your mind a visualization of the things that you want? So I know the house I want to be living. I know the places I want to travel to, the goals that I want to achieve. And I'm already there in my mind. Now it's just a case of actually getting the job done, right? So visualizing your goals daily. And take out time daily, get a vision board together. If it's one thing you do this weekend, or whatever day you're listening to this on, go online, go on Amazon, order a cork board or whatever board you want. It's like 15 quid, get it done. And then start getting pictures on there of the things that you want, and then look at it daily and think to yourself, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going. Visualize yourself there in the future, and that will inspire you to keep going, and it will keep increasing your burning desire, which is point one, for the goal, because you're looking at it all the time. We become what we think about. Whereas if you're thinking about bills, you're thinking about the crap people are saying about you because you're going to the gym, or you're leveling up, you're thinking about all this shit, if you're thinking about problems, if you're thinking about anything that is not related to your goal, you will become that. You'll get more bills. You'll keep paying them. You'll get more of your job. You'll get more of the things you think about. So think about the goal, because we become it. So think about the goal, and the world works in mysterious ways. You'll start to learn different and better ways to get to your goal faster. Just trust the process. Think about your goal, visualize your goals daily. Next, number 3, have an actionable daily plan. What habits are key and prerequisite for you to pursue on a daily basis to get to where you want to be? Have an actionable daily plan. This is why I'm really enjoying 75 Hard right now. I'm on day 8, and it's got actionable things that I can tick off to move me closer to accomplishing the mental toughness that I want from the 75 Hard plan. So have you got them tick lists for your goals? It might be going to the gym. It might be following a certain nutrition plan. It might be, if you have a business, prospecting a certain amount of people. It might be showing so many people with the plan. Whatever it might be, at work, you might have a certain target to make so many sales calls. Whatever it is, right? Is there an actionable daily plan for making it happen? And are you ticking it off every single day? Because if you do, you are moving closer. You're moving the needle closer from where you are to the goal, right? To your vision. So having an actionable daily plan is key, and then allowing that to happen day after day to become a habit, so the results don't just come, but they stay as well, because it's driven by the person that you become. Number 4, check your progress daily. Okay, so this is actually something that I spoke about at the start of the call, is detaching yourself from the outcome, but measuring the daily progress. So for example, like ticking it off, right? So you've got a plan, now you've got to tick it off, right? Measure, tick off the things that you're doing. If you don't have a list to tick off, then you don't have anything that you can measure, that you can track your progress on, okay? Don't get too lost in this. Just have a simple list and have the priorities at the top and tick them off as you go, right? Work on the most important things first. Priorities, bang, get them done. Check your progress daily, because you can go a week and you go, well, I've got this vision board and I've got this desire for a goal and I've got this plan, but I haven't done it for the last week. Shit, I've just been really busy. Wrong. You've got to check your progress daily. You've got to do the work daily, right? Otherwise, you're just going to keep staying where you are. You can have this great goal and people watch The Secret and they go, oh, I'm just going to think of this thing and then I'm going to get it. It takes the work. It takes fucking work to get it. You can't just think and lay on the sofa, oh, I'm going to get £1 million check through the door. It's going to be amazing. It's not coming, right? You've got to go and do the work to create the value to go and earn the £1 million. Because the £1 million is out there. Like they printed another 40% of US currency was printed last year. The money is in circulation. It's already there. You haven't got to go and make. You haven't got to go and make the money. People have this weird thing. They think I've got to go and make money. Money's only made in the mint. Money's made in the mint. It's only made in the banks. You earn money, right? So go and add value to others to earn money. So if you want to earn more money, go and add more value. Very, very simple equation, right? The more value you bring to the marketplace, the more money that you earn. Okay, so if you want to earn more money, go and create an actionable daily plan to add more value so you earn more money. Next, number 5, go and get a mentor. The biggest life hack, without a doubt, the biggest life hack is to get yourself around people that have what you want. That have what you want and say to them, tell me what to do. If you was in my shoes, this age, when you just got started, how do you do it differently? What do I need to do to get to where you are? Because that will condense a decade. Mentors can compress decades into days by having the courage, by having the balls to go up and ask them, excuse me, first of all, I just want to say you're a massive inspiration. You really inspire me. I really, really, really have a burning desire for the things that you have in your life. Would you be up for mentoring me to achieve those goals? Boom. Don't ask, don't get, right? This is one of the main things that changed my life in every goal that I can think of, like when it comes to my body, when it comes to my nutrition, when it comes to finances, when it comes to my business. I've sought people who can help me to learn how to go and achieve those things in a better way than I currently knew how to, right? Because, well, let's face it, I come out of school, I wasn't very academic, I went to uni, didn't get very good grades. I didn't know how to go and achieve the things I'm talking about right now, but I found people who did. I found books that could teach me. I found podcasts that could help me learn. I found audiobooks that I could listen to things whilst I was moving. Whereas the average person is just like monging their way through thinking, oh, I'm just the way I am because this is how it is. Bollocks. It's not that way. You just have to go and decide what you want and then go and seek mentors to help you go and get those things. And by the way, I apologise for my language, but as you can tell, I'm passionate about this because I know firsthand how my life has dramatically changed because of these things. So the biggest life hack is go and find a mentor, have the courage, have the conversation, ask for help. Do you have a mentorship program? Do you have a book that I can read? Do you have a podcast? And by the way, you ain't even got to ask normally. If they show up on social media, you can just look through their feed and go, wow, this person does this and this. I can go and find stuff. Like, for example, I was doing this last night. I was looking at a guy who really inspires me. I was looking through his social media and trying to understand more about the way this guy thinks, his actions, what he does, what he doesn't do, and his attitude. I wanted to get to know that guy more because I wanted to become more. I wanted to not become the guy, but I wanted to get more results like the guy does, right? So I went and looked and studied some of the guy's traits, his attitude, what he does, how he lives his life. That's just something you can do. That's why social media is so great, because you can go and do that. Just be warned, social media is a highlight reel. Your biggest mentor will also have problems. Trust me, right? We all have problems. This is life, right? So you'll see on the social media, they're always doing the most amazing things. Trust me, they're just a normal person with a story that you'd love to listen to, right? Because it will inspire the pants off you because they've pursued something, had all these things holding them back, but they achieved it anyway, right? So biggest life hack, mentors. Go and get a mentor and be teachable, right? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Be teachable to the things they tell you to do and trust the process. Go and do it. Go and do the work. Be grateful and just find the joy in doing the work. Find the joy in getting uncomfortable every single day, because the reality is, if you don't want to stay where you are, you've got to get uncomfortable, because you're comfortable where you are. Like it's easy to stay the same. What's difficult is to go and change, to go and get better, to go and progress, to go and become more. So get uncomfortable every single day. Like, for example, today, I've been to the gym this morning, went there nice and early. Me and Robin were the only people in there when it first opened, or when we first got there, sorry. It's 24 hours in. We got there at 5, just gone 5 a.m. No one was in there. So the first workout of the day on 75 hard is done. The second one is an outdoor workout. It has to be outdoors. Okay, so you can't go back to the gym, you've got to go do that outdoors. And the weather today is rubbish. Like, it's wet all day, it's cold, it's dark, like it's miserable. But it's going to get it done. Like, I'm just going to wrap up warm, get uncomfortable, go and do the work. Repeat. And by the way, after the workout, I'll feel great for it, because most of the streets will be empty. No one's wanting to do this. Go and be part of the 5%. Don't be part of the 95% who sits around going, oh, well, the weather's not great today, we'll skip today. No, we won't. Resolve, get up, go again, right? Repeat. Hope this was enjoyable, guys. Hope you're getting value from these podcasts. I'll be back. I'm going to try and pop a podcast in every Saturday. So if you guys have any certain requests or things you'd like me to talk about or questions, please do send me a message. If you can share this on your Instagram story, I would be super grateful. And please do share your feedback. We have got a Telegram channel, by the way, where we share the podcast as soon as they come out, so you guys can get access to them. And if in that chat as well, if you want to ask any questions that I can maybe talk about in the next podcast, please do. But have a great weekend, guys, or have a great day, whatever day you're listening to this on. And I'll be back soon. Take care, go get after it, and be part of the 5%. Let's go.